GYG, welcome back to another episode of Lesson Talks. We are approaching Lesson 2 of Truth and Love, which is about learning how to speak the truth of the gospel of Jesus Christ with others, but do that in a loving manner. I want to ask you a question, and I feel like this is a question that we get a lot when we share the gospel with others, but I want to ask you it too. Why is it that the Bible is so difficult to read? Have you heard that question, or have you asked that question to yourself? Well, let me tell you something. It can be difficult to read. You know, when we think of the Bible, it was written many years ago. And there's things in there where we're like, what? What does that mean? How am I supposed to comprehend that? Well, I want to give you a 4-step process that I use when I look at Scripture and when I look and try to evaluate what God is trying to tell me in this passage. And that is the phrase real. And the R in real stands for this. Read the Bible. That's it. Easy as that. Easy as pie, right? Okay, the first step is to just open the Bible and start reading. But it doesn't end there, because the E there stands for evaluate what we read. We can't just read the Bible like a storybook. We have to think about the stories that are within the Bible. We have to think about the concepts that are in the Bible and evaluate them. What does this mean? How does this apply to me? The third process in this is the A in real, which stands for asking God to help us understand. Okay? Ask God to help us understand Scripture. When all else has failed, and when we've exhausted all our energy, and when we still don't understand a passage, the best thing we can do is to pray about it. We can pray that God will reveal some meaning to us. And sometimes we won't get an answer, and that's okay, because Scripture is about a process, and reading Scripture is about a process. And the last step of that process is the L in real, which stands to live it out. Okay, we have to live out what the message of Jesus is saying. We have to live out what it means to be a follower of Jesus Christ. And that's not always easy. Look, sharing the gospel can be scary, and it can be an unknown territory at times. And as we continue this 4-week study, I want us to understand that it is important to share the message of Jesus, but just as much as it is important to share his message, it's important to love others while we do it. Have a great week, and I hope to see you Sunday as we learn to share truth and love.